Okay, so in this video, we're going to look at choking for an adult. But just so you know, adult and child choking treatment is exactly the same. You just might need to adapt the position of yourself and them when administering the treatment. Now, in the previous video, we talked about a mild blockage and a severe blockage. So this person with a partial or mild airway obstruction, all we need to do is keep telling them to cough and try and calm them as much as possible. We also need to stay calm, and hopefully the coughing will be able to clear the obstruction and they'll be able to do this themselves fairly well. The important thing to remember is all the time they're making a noise, they are breathing. There's nothing more blocking their throat. Now, a complete airway obstruction might be when someone eats maybe a lump of steak and they swallow it, and it's got, rather than swallowing to their belly, it's got stuck in their airway. Now, this is a complete airway obstruction. And this is when someone's not making a noise at all. They're struggling for breath. If we don't do something, they are soon going to be unconscious. And this is where we're going to use our combination of back slaps and abdominal thrust. Because once there is a blockage there, there's not much this person can do. We need to be able to help them as a first aider. So you'll normally see this person putting their hands around their throat. You'll see them trying to gasp, but they can't make a noise. You're going to see the whites of their eyes of this person jumping out at you because they're going to be very panicked. They're going to be very scared. Sometimes as well, they might also start turning a pale colour, blue, as oxygen levels will start to drop. And sometimes what they might do is, because they might be very embarrassed that they're choking, what they might do, especially if they're in company, is take themselves away, and that's when they might go and collapse and there's nobody there to go and help them. So if you're out for dinner with friends and family, you see someone at a dinner table suddenly get up without saying anything, I would follow them, just in case something is wrong. So in order to treat this person with a severe airway blockage, a complete blockage, this is a life-threatening condition. But we can get this blockage out if we use a combination, as we said, of the back slaps, abdominal thrusts. So what we're going to do is go over to the casualty, ask them if they're choking, ask their permission to help. Even though they can't talk, they will still be able to find a way of communicating with them. If they are choking, we need to call the emergency medical services straight away. Then we're going to do up to 5 back slaps. Now you need to position yourself in a way that you can get your arm across their chest, because as soon as you do the back slaps between their shoulder blades, they might rock forward. So you need to support them. Now you can get a cushion or a pillow and you can practice this with me. So get a pillow in your hands like this so you can practice the back slaps and the abdominal thrusts with me if you want to. So I'm going to show you. So you're going to do up to 5 back slaps using the heel of your hand, aiming between the casualty's shoulder blades. You're checking the mouth each time, but you can probably listen to see if the blockages come out as well. Up to 5 back slaps. Now if that's not working, we then need to go around the back of the casualty, and this is when we're going to do abdominal thrusts. Now in order to do abdominal thrusts, what I tend to do is put my thumb inside my fist, so the knuckle of my thumb is sticking out. And that knuckle of thumb is what's going to go underneath the person's ribcage, underneath their sternum and above their belly muscles, so abdominals. And what you're doing there is you're pushing underneath the diaphragm, which is expelling the air up and hopefully bringing the blockage with it. And we're going to do up to 5 of those. Then we go back to up to 5 back slaps, up to 5 abdominal thrusts. Now notice how I'm saying up to. The reason I'm saying up to is because you might not need to use all of them. It might come out. And obviously if it does, then great news. But if not, we're going to keep on going. Up to 5 back slaps, then up to 5 abdominal thrusts. And we keep going up until 2 points. 1, if it does come out, or 2, if they drop to the floor unconscious. We will then obviously check the airway, and if they're not breathing, we'll make sure the ambulance has been called and we're starting CPR on that casualty. Now, if the blockage does come out, great news, the person will still be distressed though. Get them to sit down, open a window, let them get some fresh air. They're going to be struggling to breathe at this point, and they'll be trying to take in lots of oxygen. Keep them calm, breathe with them. Loosen any tight clothing they might also have. Anybody that has been choking should always go and seek medical help. Now, if the casualty is seated when they were choking, you don't need to make them stand up from the chair. You can do, but not everyone is able to do that. So you can still do this treatment for choking in whatever position they're in. You know, if someone's too tall for you, what are you going to get them to do? I'm hoping you're going to say you're going to get them to kneel down, because you don't want to be climbing up on a chair to reach them. So just adjust the position of the casualty or yourself to suit your treatment. You are the one that's going to try and get this blockage out for them. There's not much they're going to do. They're going to keep on coughing, but that's not working, which is why we're intervening and we're going to our back slaps, abdominal thrusts, and we're going to keep on going. So practice, as I said, with a cushion, with your pillow, with a teddy. Because the more times you practice this, then hopefully you're more likely to remember if you ever had to deal with an emergency, wherever you are, at home, at work, on the way to and from the gym, wherever you are. It's really important you know how to be able to treat somebody that's choking.